I'm Anne Skelton. I'm a law professor at the University of Pretoria, and I hold the UNESCO Chair in Education Law, and I'm also a member of the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child. It's an important milestone, 30 years since the Convention on the Rights of the Child was adopted by the General Assembly. And of course we know that there's been a very high ratification. Almost all countries in the world have ratified the Convention. The United States is the only country actually that hasn't. Now, of course, ratifying the Convention is one thing, but ensuring that children actually receive the services and goods that it offers is another. And there is a problem that there is a gap between the legal frameworks, which I think the Convention has led to, and the actual practice on the ground. So we've seen that many countries have put in place a plan to change things for children. They've put in place new laws that reflect the principles of the CRC, but when it comes to actual implementation, there are often constraints. And of course, even the legal frameworks very often still could be changed in many instances too. The situation worldwide has shown some improvement in that now there are more children in school than there have ever been before. But we're still talking about millions, in fact hundreds of millions, of children who are still not in school. And then of those who are formally in the schooling system, a big problem is that the quality of education is not what we would desire. Shifting over to Europe, I would say that, of course, here there's usually very good attendance at school, but there's still problems with minorities being excluded here and there, with migrants having difficulty accessing education, and generally with the whole concept of inclusive education, because we'd expect countries that are developed to be very advanced down the road of inclusive education, including children of disabilities in the mainstream, but still we see many gaps with regard to this. Well, of course, it depends on whether the child is alone or is traveling together with a family. If the child is alone, then they are the ones bringing their applications for status. In some countries they now have the assistance of a guardian or of a lawyer, but in some countries they also do not have access to this, and so in those instances they are probably not able to make the best case that they would be able to. When it comes to children traveling with their families, very often children are included in the overall migration application of the family. And this might work in some situations, but there could be situations where the child's migration status would be different because of the particular risks that they face in the country of origin. So I think states need to be more sensitive to that. I think it's very important, and it's worrying that still there are so many processes where children are not even present when decisions that are made about them, or they are present but no one actually speaks to them and nobody really finds out what their views and wishes are. So I think countries, judges, courts, administrative tribunals can do a lot better in actually listening to children and factoring in their views. It doesn't always mean that what the children want will be what the outcome of the court case is, but at least the decision would have been better made if the views of children had been taken seriously by the court.